Hi guys, it's me Julia and welcome back to a new video with me. For today's video, I thought I'd do something that I've never done before on this channel. I'm doing a voiceover of my previous jumping lessons here at university. Since moving to university at the end of September, I've had 4 jumping lessons. The lesson you're watching right now is from my first jumping lesson. I'll also talk you through my second one today. And then I'll film a separate video for my 3rd and 4th lesson just because this would be getting too long. Anyways, let's get into the video. Over here, you're watching me warm up for my lesson. And I'm not gonna lie, I was quite nervous for this, as was my first jumping lesson here at university. Clec was feeling really good. He was a little bit fresh, as it was quite cold and windy outside. This was also Clec's first time jumping maybe 5 weeks. As the first month where he came to Hartbury, I made sure he settled in well and we worked really hard on our flat work. So when I warm up for a jumping lesson, what I usually do is I make sure he's off my leg and in front of me. I make sure he listens to me when I want him to wait, as well as when I want him to move forward. And I then also do a little bit of light seat, get off his back, and then I also make sure to show him the whole arena. I go in all the corners. I let him look at the jumps. Another thing I do quite a bit, especially in trot, is a lot of transitions to make sure he sits behind and he listens to me. And yeah, that's what I do when I warm up for a jumping lesson. And here we do our first little jump just to warm up, and he lands on the wrong leg as he was a little bit unbalanced. So my trainer tells me to go again, and we land correctly this time. Landing on the right leg is something we sometimes still struggle with, but as the jumps get bigger and I have him in a little bit of a better rhythm, he usually gets it all the time. Oops, that was a little bit deep, my bad. Here we go again, and I still got a bit deep, but I set up more, which made it a little bit easier for Clec to jump. And then we come around again, making sure to come really straight and with a nice rhythm. And then here we go, that went a lot better. I always see my stride a lot better as the jumps get bigger. And I think Clec also takes me to the jumps a lot more as soon as they go up. There we just popped our first oxer, which went well. And then we come around to that little vertical again. He got a little bit strong here, pulling me towards it. We go again, and I think here we do our first little course. I pop the oxer, which went good. My turn wasn't the best. I let him drift to the inside a little bit. And then we go to this, bit close, lands on the wrong leg, and I do 7, even though it was supposed to be 6. Not the neatest. I do it again, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, that was better. Here we start doing the second part of the course, which we at the end put all together. We popped the little oxer, and then we did a little bit of a tight turn. Well, I found it quite tight at first. To a vertical, yeah, to a little upright. We then did those 2 jumps again before putting it all together to do a little course. Hit that nicely. Clec jumped it super. Here I made sure to have my outside rein tight and my leg on, which made him turn a lot easier. And we hit that well. And I remember that. He spooked and then almost crashed into my trainer. We then did the full course. Coming to the first jump, I forget the course, of course, after the first jump. I turn right even though I was supposed to go left. Here we go again. So we do the upright, hit it nicely, and then we turn to the oxer. That was a very wide turn. I could have turned a bit earlier, but anyways, we go to the oxer and we got a bit tight, but Clec jumped it really nicely. We go round here to the upright, and this time we hit it nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He waited for me in between the dog leg, but then he didn't land on the right leg again, which is something that has improved so much. Looking back at this from October, it's crazy to see how much we've improved since then. Hit this one nice. Clec jumped it great. Here I made sure to have my outside rein really tight and had my legs on, and he turned better. And then we hit that well as well. And that was the course. We finished off our lesson by doing half the course again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was great in between the dog leg, waiting nicely for me. And then we come around to the little oxer, which he jumps really nicely, and around to the last upright, which concludes our first jumping lesson together at university. Click was great. I was very happy with him. He was nice and forward, jumped everything super carefully, and I honestly couldn't be happier. We only jumped about 90 centimeters to maybe a meter. It's so good to look back at this lesson and thinking about how far we've come already since then. And here we go. This is my second jumping lesson at university. This was around a week after my first one. And I'm sorry my warm-up wasn't filmed for this, but I warmed up the exact same I did for my first jumping lesson, which you saw at the beginning of this video. Here you see me popping a few warm-up jumps. Like always, we start off by doing a few crosses and then a few smaller uprights, and then we combine them to do a little course. So we started off by jumping this little cross, which Clegg jumped really nicely. Then we raised all of the jumps by a couple of holes. This was the cross pole, which we changed into the little vertical. I then tried to get him back nicely to prepare myself for the second jump. He gets back nice, waits for me, and then we turn to another little upright, probably around a meter, which he also jumped really nicely. And then we did the exact same exercise again, but raising it again by 2 holes. He jumped the first one really nice. And then we turn around to the same little upright again. Trying to keep him nice and straight, and he pops it again really nicely. Here my friend filmed a slow-mo on her phone, which looks pretty cool. And then what we did next is we added a little line into the course. This is our first time jumping it. I think it was, 3 strides. Jumped it really well, oxer to an upright. My trainer then raised the jumps again by a few holes, and we come to it again. Clegg pops it super nicely, and we make this 3 strides. And here we have another slow-mo, which I think looks super sick. And then we add the course. So we start off by jumping this little vertical, and then we come around to the bigger upright, and we got a bit long but hit it nicely still. We then added the 3 stride line into the course, and we started off by jumping that and hit it nicely. 1, 2, 3. And if I remember correctly, we then changed reins with the jump across the center line. I think we got a little bit deep, but Clegg helped me out, changes his leg, bless him, he was doing so well. And then, we came to the upright again, and Clegg pops it like it's nothing. Here we have another super cool slow-mo. Oh my god, look at his knees. He's so cute. And then we go again, doing the whole course, but the other way around. So this time we started off with the bigger upright, and then we change reins across the diagonal with the upright in the center. And then we come to the 3 stride line. Once again, my trainer had raised everything by a few holes. We hit the first one nicely, and then Clegg pops it like it's nothing. We then finished off the lesson by jumping just a line one more time, a couple holes bigger. I was so happy with Clegg in this lesson. He jumped everything so well and gave me a lot of confidence. And that was it for my second jumping lesson. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and didn't find it too boring with me talking you through this. I've never really done anything like this before, but I found it quite fun to just kind of let you guys know what I was doing and what was happening in my lessons. Please keep in mind though that this footage is from a couple of months back. I think me and Clegg have definitely improved since then. Let me know if you're interested in also seeing my third and fourth jumping lesson, then I can film that for you guys as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or recommendations, pop them down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!